Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Genevieve Designs. We are continuing on today in our Basically Amazing album. We are making the sugar cookie, we are using the sugar cookie paper collection by Prima, and we are using the Basically Amazing foundations and using the Charming Edge. I have a whole playlist specifically for this exact album, step by step, bit by bit, and I will link it up here in the cards for you guys and down below if you want to start at the beginning. You can skip the first few because it's like videos on the foundations and stuff like that you may have already seen. And don't forget about the giveaway that's going on during this album series. You just leave me a comment below each video in the playlist after like the first 5 videos or something, because they're all like, you know, flip throughs and introductions and stuff like that. So just leave me a comment on all of the videos, starting with what I'm using, and then the covers, and then the base pages, and so on. And you need to be a subscriber, and you need to give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Okay, all of that information is down in the description box below the video. The last video we did, we added the flip down pocket page, we added the flip out page, and then in the back of the page setup we added the flip out belly band, right? And then we added this flip out page. So today I thought we would just jump right in and we would tackle this front bit here, at least getting it matted and maybe decorated a little bit, and maybe I'm not sure. It depends on how long it takes us to do that, but we need to add some magnets as well. These are templates available in my Etsy shop. I will have them linked down below. It's like a whole collection. It's the Basically Amazing. There's the foundations, there's the add-on decorative edges, there's the add-on photo mats, and there's the add-on scrap journal. So there's different components. You can pick and choose from all of them and interact with each other, but you need to start with the foundations. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you, I've already prepped everything, cut everything out, but I'm going to talk you through what I did. So we are going to need to mat, and out of the foundations, for this page here, so this is the main base page 8B, I wanted to mat that, so I was going to, these books are so big, you guys, I was going to print page 8B, or not 8B, 55B, which is the mat for the main base page 8B. So what I had done already is cut the big large 12 by 12 down to 8.5 by 11. So this is my large cutoff piece and this is the small cutoff piece. And then I changed my mind and I traced it out because I wanted to make sure I didn't, you know, cut off the deer's noggins there. So I traced it out versus printing out. So I was a little bummed, but I kept all of my scrap pieces and put them in my crafty tray, and we're good to go. But then I inked it up. So this piece we are going to put here. See, isn't that pretty? Isn't that one of the pretty ones? So I've got that. We're going to attach that, but we're not going to attach anything yet because we need to put magnets down. So I think that's all we need out of the foundations right now. And then from the Charming add-on, let's see what we got here. I printed page 64B, which is for this page here. So there's 2 mats on that page, and I can't tell on my monitor, but it's that greenish color, and this is on parchment paper, so there's 2 of them, so it was like this. The matte page, right? Where's my parchment paper? And this is the parchment paper that I'm using. It's ivory. It's really pretty and it looks really nice. So I printed the shades of color on here on top of the parchment paper, and it just looks really pretty. So I have an Amazon list specifically for this project, and this is in there. And then the shades of color, linked down below as well. So I printed the shades of color onto the parchment, and I just think it looks really pretty with this paper collection. So I went ahead and cut that out and inked it up. So that's going to mat that piece right there. So let me move these. And then for the taller piece, this page here is, that page is 15B. That's the main base, 15B. So the mats for that are on 62B. So I printed it once with the letters background. Actually, it went like this. It has the letters background on it. I printed it once onto cardstock. And then I traced it out once I cut it out. I traced it out because I want it to line the inside of that pocket, but it didn't need to go all the way down. So this here, this is also printed onto parchment, but this is from the mini album ornament. This is the green background, green distressed background that comes with the mini album ornament. So I printed that onto the parchment paper and then traced it out. Traced it with that actually, and just cut out a little piece so it goes there. But this piece is going to go on the back side of the flip down pocket. Okay, so we got that, and then here's my leftover piece of the parchment after I traced, and then there's the mats for the other two pieces that we haven't used yet. So I'm going to take these, this is the mat for that piece right there, right? So I don't need it yet, but I'm going to leave it in here with that piece. And I'm also going to leave this mat in here because I don't know if we're going to use that on the second fin, because I told you we were going to embellish the fins a little bit differently. So with my largest scrap pieces, I've been putting them in here. So it's not going to be any different with these. You can see there's the piece from the pattern paper that I didn't need. It could have been a much larger piece if I would have thought I wanted to trace it out first before I cut it down, but anyway, so there's that. And then my scrap tray holds the smaller, my crafty tray holds the smaller pieces that I have left over. All right, so everything's inked up, but first we need to add some magnets. So let's move those out of the way. Here is my magnet tray. This is in my Crafty Companion. So I have, linked down below, I have a whole section of magnet resources. I have some in my Amazon list. I have some linked specifically from Amazon. You know, just that, not the whole list, but just the link to Amazon for the magnets. I have other places that you can get the magnets, and you can also get the magnet savers. So this is such a huge saver. I mean, you can use these in places that you don't need necessarily a whole nother magnet. These are tin roof caps is what these long big things are called. They're in my Amazon. These are great. These are for roofing, but they, you know, I can't find them in my area. A lot of people say, well, you can just get them at Home Depot or someplace like that, but I can't, they don't use them in my area. So, but they are linked in my Amazon. They're super thin, and the magnets love them. And right here, this mess going on right there is, there's a magnet in there somewhere. I just haven't taken the time to get it out. So, but anyway, and then there's other places that I get magnets where they have their own magnet savers. There's what else is there? Was it Button Boy? I don't know. Just check the links down below. There's a whole section for magnets and magnet savers. Okay. So I think I definitely want a magnet back here to hold this to this. But then I want this to be held to this so it's not flopping around. So I just need to decide where I want my magnet placement at. We'll just do one magnet here and one magnet here, because we are going to have like a loose photo mat. So yeah, let's just do that. I'm just using double-sided adhesive, and I gotta be a little bit more precise. And then I'm gonna take a Post-it note, or part of a Post-it, and lay that on there. And then I'm gonna add the other one to that. And this time I'm gonna use some heavy-duty double-sided adhesive to put on the back of that, and pull backing off of that tape. And then we're gonna push it closed So the magnet should stay, yes it does, right there. And then, these are probably just going to be photo mats. So for now, oh, and now I was thinking, so now we're going to have to put something in the middle there because there's going to be a magnet. So, one more magnet. Oops. Oh, watch out. They're flying everywhere. I do this every time I fight my magnets. Okay. Every time. I've got too many big magnets in here, I think, is the problem. All right. So now I'm going to put a little bit of double-sided adhesive on that. On the end I was just at. A little weird. Put a little double-sided tape on the back of the magnet, pull the backing off, and push it closed. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to definitely do something here. So let's start back here. All right, I'm gonna mat the back of this with this piece here. And I'm just going to use double-sided adhesive, or am I? Well, I am, because I might have to pull this back up because of the magnet situation. I usually plan that out a little bit better. So this tape runner is a Scotch Advanced Tape Glider. And I will link down below a resource to, whoa, oh, did I get it on there crooked? No, a resource to some refill tape. It's a little bit more affordable than the Scotch tape. I don't use the actual Scotch brand tape. So I've got that down in there. And then let's mat this big part with the same thing. So when we do the second fin, when we do the front part, we'll know where the magnets are going to go exactly and how many we're going to need, and we'll, if we need to fix it. Oh, I can't get over top of this, you guys. It's so big. Oh, my head in the way. Okay. Well, I didn't do a very good job, but see my big gap down here? Well, it's gone now. Okay. So now we got those two matted, right? Off to a good start. Now with this one, I'm going to use liquid glue because I need a little bit of wiggle room. You don't have to, but I'm going to use Fabri-Tac by Beacon. And my camera shut off on me. Just like that. And I'm going to slide this in the pocket. I didn't trim that out very well, but oh well. You can't tell. That's what I'm saying. You just can't tell. There's just, you really can't do a whole lot of messing up. Okay, so then this piece that we have here, before we put that down though, I wanted to put a little embellishment. So here's one of the cut apart pieces, and here is the prototype. And I kind of liked the way this looked down here, except that you notice I used a green instead of a pink, but I kind of like the way this looked, so I went to see what this was about, right? Well, don't put it up yet. So, on one of the cut apart pieces was a card, and I already cut it, fussy cut around there, but also in the journaling cards, there was a card. The journaling card does not have any of the foiling on it. I hadn't realized that. So I cut this out before I realized there was one in the journaling cards. But I wanted to show you that I used one of the journaling cards to cut a fussy cut and did it here, but then after I fussy cut this one out, I realized that this one's a little bit bigger, but it's okay. I still think it's going to be fine. So if you didn't want to get the journaling cards, excuse me, but if you didn't want to get the journaling cards, you can just, you know, fussy cut elements from the cut apart pieces. All of that to tell you that. Okay. So, but I did like the way that looked. So I went ahead and did that from this sheet. And I kind of wanted to put it on here first before we glued it down because I wanted to trim the edge off. But isn't that cute? And I'm trying to decide if we should leave it open to make it like a cut apart. To make it like a tuck. So I'm just going to add some glue to this side and maybe a little to the bottom, just in case that's what we decide to do. You can always go back and add the glue. All right, and like that. And then we flip it over, and then we can trim this away. Right, and it just looks so nice. It just looks so like it was meant to be. Like that was what was already there. Yeah. Now I think we could put that on there. What do you guys think? You think it looks good? I honestly cannot tell in my monitor, but I think it looks good. In person, it looks really nice. So do we think that the parchment and the green look better together? All right, I think I'm going to glue it down. And I'm going to use my liquid glue again, the Fabri-Tac. So cute. Alright, and then one more thing to the front here. I'm going to use the satin crystals. I'm going to use one of the pink ones because I did it reverse where I had the pink matte and then I used one of the green satin crystals, but I'm going to use one of these pink ones. And I think I'm going to put a little dab of glue, even though they have adhesive on them. Just going to make sure. Just put that right on that little point there. Right, isn't that cute? And it's sparkly. Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. All right, so continuing on, I think we're going to add a 3x4 photo here. So these are the Basically Amazing add-on photo mats. And page 13D is the 3x4, and I kind of laughed because I went to print these out. There's obviously 4 on a page. And I told you in my last video of the 4x6 page where I was telling you what type of paper it was. It was either, I said 32 pound. It could have been 28 pound. I definitely know it wasn't like 20 pound copy paper, but it's either 28 pound or 32 pound, the hammer mill. All of that's linked in that Amazon list, and you have to, when you're looking at the Amazon list, you have to kind of hover over the picture that looks like a pack of paper, and it will tell you what it is, because it doesn't, you can't read it that well. The image, you can't read it all that great. So anyway, they should all be linked in there. I don't know if I got the 28 pound or the 32 pound linked in there, but I'll try to check it. I need to go and add a bunch of stuff in there, but I just haven't yet. So I was going to put one of these 3x4 photo mats, and remember, you take and use your corner chomper, your photo We Are Memory Keepers corner chomper to, let's see, let me find a piece of paper. Oops, that doesn't have a square end. You chomp that corner off of your photos, and then you can fit it right into there perfectly. Let me ink that so you can see a little there. Right? So you don't have the bulk of the photo corner on top of that, and you don't have to buy separate photo corners. Anyway, so yeah, that's what these are, and they're awesome. I love them so very much. So don't forget about your photo corner chomper. They did bring these back. I don't know if they did it for us, but they brought them back, and I'll have it linked down below. It's super exciting. Okay, so I'm going to use just one, and I think I'm going to do the same thing I did in my prototype, and I'm just going to have some fussy cut images. One deer and one set of one set of, what's that called? Packages. Yeah. So let me get my scraps back out. Let's see if I have a small scrap. Probably not big enough. Let's see if I can get a set of packages. Nope. So I'm going to have to use my large cutoff piece, which is fine. I wouldn't have had I not messed up in my thought process. So there's my large cutoff piece. And I just need, I think I'm going to take, well, that's a shame. I want the deer facing this way. Oh, but it's got the green bow. Should I do the other bow? Nope, I like it. So maybe I'll just do this little section here. I'll just cut these two away and put these up. Alright, so I'm going to fussy cut these out. And we're going to use them as little embellishments. You could use some of your ephemera pieces instead if you'd rather. But I really liked this look. And I thought it kind of looked cute because it was like coordinating from the mat. So I'm leaving a bit of a edge around the image. It's probably not even a 1/16 of an inch. It's really, really, really little, a little bit of amount. And it's easy when you just turn your paper. Oops, got a little off there. Except these skinny little legs are a little bit more difficult, but that's okay. So there's my little fussy cut deer, or doe. And then I'm going to cut these out. Alright, so now I got the present. Fussy cut out, super cute. Let's ink these up just ever so slightly, just the edges. Oh, I also need to stamp on the photo mat. Where's my 3x4? These are the numbers 3x4 from the Stampers Anonymous. We use the numbers to create our own little, like, this is the size of photo you need to put here, 3x4. Or you could just put place photo here. But I'll have those linked in my Amazon if they're still available. They've been around a while and they may not be available. And a lot of you guys have bought them up too, so. And while I'm at it, I need to ink the outer edge of the add-on photo mat because I didn't trim it very well. And it doesn't matter if it's going onto a white page, but since this is going onto a printed paper, I just want to make sure that it was visible. Alright, so we're going to flip this down and try to keep this in frame. And we're going to, I know it's sideways now, I don't know how else to do this. There's just no more room. My tripod's right there. Can you see it? Doot, 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 doot. How about that? So we're going to try to frame that. That's as straight as I can get it, you guys, I swear. Frame that. We're going to try to center that right there. And then I thought we could have the packages on one side and the dough on the other, just like that. What do you think? I like it. So let's put this down. Let's just use glue around the edge. You could use art glitter glue if you want. I've just got this out, so I'm using it at the moment. You could tape it down if you want to. And I'm going to try to center this. Oops, too much glue. I have a glue eraser. Have you all ever used a glue eraser before? It's a lot easier than tearing up your fingernails, pulling your fingernail away from your skin because you're rubbing with your finger. Takes it right off. Alright, so then we're going to put these down, except we're just going to glue the one side because you want to be able to slip your photo under there. She's so cute. And then the same for the little stack of gifts here. Oh, the printer scared me. Yep, that's cute. Isn't it cute? I just love that. But you can still get up under there and put your photo. So just remember that. Keep that in mind. All right, so we got that done. Now I want to do... I think we can do one more thing and just have the loose photo mat up here. So let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get that. That is from the Basically Amazing Add-on Photo Mats. Page 1AC is for 5x7s. So I printed that off. And then on the back side, I printed off one of the digital papers that come with the scrap journal add-on. Remember I told you we were going to be using that one. And this one has... Oops. This particular one has the pink and green. It has my mom's handwriting, but the tint of it is like a pink and green, and I just thought it was super cute. So I cut out along the edges of the photo mats, and let's see. I need to stamp the inside of here. So here's my 5x7. So I'm going to stamp 5x7. 5x7. Oh, and I smeared it a little bit. Right, so I got my two 5x7s, and then I inked this side. Right, so I folded it in half, and I inked this side. So now we're going to put something on the front of this. And I believe with my prototype, I did something super cute. I had like a circle. Let me get it. And I thought that was cute too. So some things I guess we will be doing the same, but not everything obviously. So here is my prototype. I used the note paper add-on photo mats, and I have this on the outside, and I just thought this was really cute. And then the 5x7 on the inside. So let's do this. So that we need Merry Christmas. So this is in the, I think, this is what I use. Yeah, this is from the ephemera. So the Merry Christmas. And we need a little Santa and a sleigh. In my crafty tray, I did separate them out from words and things like that. And then there's that. I don't know how well, again, I can't see it in my monitor, you guys, not that well. I hope it comes across when I'm editing. Okay, so we got that. And then I'm gonna need a circle. A green circle, so it's going to have to be a little bit more matchy. Let me find... I don't have a big enough scrap. So I have printed off several of the extra papers onto this parchment just because it's harder. It's not as much trouble to do it at one time as it is to take the paper out of the printer and all that jazz. So I'm going to grab one of those same greens. that we'd used here. And I'm going to use my circle punch. Nope, I want a bigger one. This one is a 2.5-inch circle punch. I've got all my circle punches linked. Well, I don't know if I linked them or not. So this is the shades of color, the tint. Let's see, what number is this? Goodness gracious, you guys. This one is the shades of color 22. Yeah, this one is the shades of color 22. Goodness. What have I got going on here? I got a whole mess of something over here. That wasn't the one I meant to grab either. Wonder where the other one is. Well, alright then. So this is number 22 of the shades of color printed on the parchment. I'm going to take my circle punch. And I have these out because of these add-on scrap journal. They have the circle labels. So we could use a circle label. Let's look and see first. Not first, but let's look and see now. Where is... I've been getting asked a lot about this. This is my ephemera journal that I made using the scrap journal add-on. And we will make one of these next. I just wanted to make a Christmas album first. Okay, so I've already got some on sticker paper. And they are right here. I mean, we could, I don't know if it would have the same look, but we could use a label versus the solid color, you know. I don't know. Like, here's one that's got the green color. And it doesn't stand out as much, does it? Well, let's just use the circle punch for now. On this one, just because I love the way that looks. So let's ink this up. And I'm going to have to cut that Merry Christmas a bit. I'm going to ink it. Whoops, I better get some more ink. And then for the Merry Christmas, let's just chop that in half. And then chop anything extra off. There's one. And then ink these up. If you had a stamp, a Merry Christmas stamp, or whatever you wanted it to say, you could stamp that and cut that out and put that on here. I just really like the look of it. And you'll notice I did the photo mat on the inside this time instead of on the outside. So I'm going to add the circle first. Try to center it. Then let's add the sleigh. I cannot believe somebody is mowing their grass. And I don't know what day it is, but it's December something or another. Put that like at a slant. Yeah. And then we'll add Merry Christmas. By the way, it gives you a space there where you can write the year or stamp the year or whatever strikes your fancy. I do have a new stamp set I was thinking about. This is just something I got from Hobby Lobby. But I like the font of the stamps, and I'm sure that we've got other stamp sets that have this type of font, but I thought, oh, let's see, like 2020. I wonder how good I could get 2020 right next to each other. Let's see. Let's just use my Post-it note here. They're really hard. Is it crooked on there? No. I might be able to do okay. Let's see. Now I'm nervous. Oh, I was getting ready to turn around. That's okay. It looks okay, right? I like it. I didn't do a very good job, but isn't that the cutest little font? All right. So I love those. If anybody can find an equivalent of that that's not at Hobby Lobby, these are super cute. And I cut the box down, so I cut one edge off, and then I took my circle punch and so that I didn't have to constantly open the package, and I could just slide this tray in and out. It's just a little bit neater, cleaner for me. But yeah, that's cute. That's cute. That added the perfect little something. I like it. Okay. So then this can be back here. This can be a floating insert back here. I love the way that looks. It's so adorable. Yep, that was a good choice. I like it. I like it a lot. Let me put this one back. And this one's cute too. Like that one works too, right? But yeah, I like it. Let's put this one back in the prototype. All right. Now you guys, I need to decide if the next thing we should do is this section. I'm gonna give it some thought, because what we could do is maybe do the pink version of this on here and just pick a different background for there and do the exact same thing, except we'd have to pick a different image for that, and maybe do a different insert setup here. But maybe we'll do that. So I'll think about it. I'll think about it. So that's all we're going to do in this video right now, I think. And I'm going to think about how we're going to approach this. I still haven't made up my mind yet on this area here. But I like my original idea. I just need to think it through a little bit more. But okay. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below in the comment section. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to be subscribed to my channel. The comment and the subscription and being subscribed to my channel allows you to be entered into the giveaway. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.